Hello, class, and welcome to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this huge one, talking about Pablo Gavi. As it is now official, Gavi have been finally registered to the Barcelona first team with a new jersey number. What is that number? We are going to be discussing more on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking on this transfer report claiming that Manchester United did approach Barca and even Real Madrid for a new midfielder, but guess what? They left frustrated. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest Barca news. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch the video right up to the very end. Gavi has been one of Barcelona's best players this season, showing no signs of regression after his Golden Boy award last season. The youngster has only built up on his last season's success and become an undisputed starter in Xavi's setup. The fact that the teenager is still registered as a player of the subsidiary team is, flabbergasting, and the Barca board are working hard to correct it at the earliest. Thus, the administration are trying to fit Gavi's new contract in the slim margin that exists in Barcelona's financial fair play. In an interesting development, the teenager's name no longer appeared on La Liga's official website. Earlier, he used to feature as the number 30 in Barcelona's squad, and the removal of his name clearly signals movements taking place behind the scenes. Now, Barcelona have officially completed Gavi's registration to the first team, and the same has been announced by the club on Twitter. I'm going by Johor, they just write 6AVI, that is Gavi taking the number 6 shirt. Earlier today, a Spanish court ruled in favor of Barcelona and thus forced La Liga to register the midfielder's new contract with the senior team. He has been given the number 6 jersey for the team, which was previously worn by legends like Xavi. Ricky Puig was the last player to don it, but his spell ended unfavorably. Javier Tebas' institution had decided to appeal the court decision, insisted that the renewal is not possible. FC Barcelona have had a hectic deadline days so far, spanning from their pursuit of Sofiane Amrabat and Néstor Araujo to the renewals of Ronald Araujo and Gavi. Nothing is clear concerning the club's financial flexibility to this point, but Laporta remains confident that developments are possible in the coming hours. 18-year-old Gavi has made 18 appearances for Barca in this season's La Liga, providing 2 assists and averaging 1.2 key passes per game. In his most recent Clásico, he scored 1 goal and provided 2 assists in the Catalans' 3-1 destruction of Real Madrid. What a great news. Barcelona, of course, registering Gavi for a very long time. Barca have been pushing so hard to register the player, but to no avail. We all know why, because of La Liga's restrictions, the fair play issues that Barca have been suffering a lot since. And it kind of baffles me that, they had to even go to court before there's a final decision, and which ruled for Barca's favor, and La Liga is still there appealing that it's not correct. I don't know what Javier Tebas have against us or against other teams in La Liga, because it's absolutely disgraceful. I don't understand when did it start, because La Liga was never like that, and it kind of surprises me to an extent how things have suddenly changed and how stupidly strict this man called Javier Tebas have made life in La Liga be for clubs apart from Real Madrid, who have no problem up to today when it comes to financial fair play. And it's absolutely disgraceful that being a president, you just have to make everything so clear that you are a supporter of Real Madrid. Makes no sense. I'm happy that Barca had to go to court and they won the court case. Should it even be something that will take it to court to register our own player? Players like Araujo is still they still need to be registered. Alonso's contract also needs to be registered. All because of La Liga. Things have been so delayed, and it kind of baffled me. Memphis Depay left, but still yeah, we have no space. Eh? Hector Bellerin left with a salary, no space. Gerard Piqué retired, no space. Even to register players is a big, I don't understand. It's absolutely disgraceful. But let's see how it goes. But we're happy that Alex Gavi have finally extended his contract and have already registered as a senior team member. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's see how it goes. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Manchester United have recently confirmed an injury to Christian Eriksen, which will rule him out till late April or early May. The Danish international has been integral to their season and will miss both legs against Barcelona in the Europa League. Without Eriksen, United have no more than Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Scott McTominay, and Fred in their ranks to cover for 3 positions. In search for an emergency replacement, United have gone finishing across Europe, according to the Telegraph. Barcelona and Real Madrid were 2 of the clubs contacted by United, hoping to sign the midfielder, but they have been left frustrated after their attempts failed. Neither Barcelona nor Real Madrid currently have expandable sources in midfield. The former have been fielding a four-man midfield system of late, using Frenkie de Jong, Sergio Busquets, and Pedri in the center of the pack, while Gavi acts as an auxiliary winger. This leaves Xavi, with just Frenkie here, as an option off the bench. Not to mention Pedri and Gavi are untouchable, and de Jong's recent impressive performances mean Barcelona are likely to keep a hold of him as well. As for Kessié, the Ivorian has already turned down an exit in the winter when Barca were in talks with Inter Milan for Marcelo Brozovic. Meanwhile, Madrid are currently facing an injury crisis in their team with David Alaba, Aurelien Tchouameni, Daniel Carvajal, Ferland Mendy, and Lucas Vazquez sidelined. As such, Carlo Ancelotti has been forced to deploy Toni Kroos as a pivot and Eduardo Camavinga as a left back. They have no scope of letting any midfielder leave the club in the winter, especially not on deadline day. The report does say that United have been offered a chance to sign Yannick Carrasco, who is on Barcelona's radar. In fact, Barca have the chance. They did have a chance to sign the Belgian for just 15 million euros in the summer as part of Memphis Depay's deal with Atletico. Deadline day yesterday was a day of a lot of activities, as you would expect. United, of course, approaching Barca for midfielders, and definitely you wouldn't expect Barca to sell any of our midfielders that we currently have. Instead, we're even looking to add some. But I think most of our midfielders right now are untouchables, and definitely we can't sell any of them because they are very vital to the team. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.